Good morning, guys. Welcome back. And we are going to do a stitch and chat. And I hope everyone had a great weekend. And for those of you that don't know who I am Jen of Jen's Rolls and Stitches. And we are going to talk about what I'm doing today and do a stitch and chat. So, first thing off, today is my son Justin's birthday. He's 21 years old. Yes, I feel really old. Um, he is not home. He is out. He had a job interview this morning. So, yeah, so he's doing that, and then he's doing some other things. And I wanted to record this while he was gone because he doesn't like it when I talk about him on on my videos. Don't know why, but whatever. So, today, what I'm doing today is I do need to do some, I need to clean the bathroom and the kitchen. And I'm not working today. And then I need to, what was I going to do? Go through the apartment and make sure everything's bagged up because we have a extermination tree of whatever you call it. They're bombing the house again. It's part of a thing. Um, then let's see. I need to sweep, so I might get the kids to help me do that. But that's all I'm doing today. I'm not doing anything special for his birthday. He didn't really ask me to do anything special for his birthday. He just kind of said, but this morning he got up and he went to take a shower. And when he came out, I started singing happy birthday to him. And he just looked at me kind of funny. And then I was like, you smell like a monkey. And he busted out laughing. So he's not a morning person at all. And so when I did that, he started laughing. He thought that was just funny. So, but yeah, he came out and he was like, "Do I look okay?" And I was like, "Okay, this is for what, the interview?" And he was like, "Yeah." And so he's doing that this morning, and then he's going to go out to dinner with his father tonight, which I thought was just kind of weird because he and his dad haven't talked in a really long time. And he called me yesterday and he says, "You'll never guess who's here." And he was at Walmart. And I said, "Who?" And he said, "Dad." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, Dad's here in Walmart." I was like, okay." And he said, "I told Dad that my birthday was tomorrow." And I said, "Okay." And he said he wants to take me out to dinner. And I was like, okay. And I don't have a problem with it. And I told him, I said, "Well, that's entirely up to you." Okay, sorry. My phone rang. But anyway, as I was saying, so he's going out to dinner with his dad. And so we'll see. I mean, his dad says he's trying to make things right now between him and his kids. So we'll see. But I don't really know what's going on with that. So I just stayed out of it because, I mean, Justin's 21 now and he's an adult, and yeah. So, and he's not, we're not doing a whole lot for his birthday. I wanted to get him a cake, but if he's not going to be here tonight, I'm not going to get it. But he came out this morning and told me that he took today and tomorrow off. So I can probably get it for him, so we'll see. I don't know. I won't be home tomorrow at all, so um, he won't get it then. I might, get it and then, give it to him tomorrow night. But he didn't ask me for anything for his birthday, which was kind of like, okay, why not? And he didn't really, you know, didn't really want anything for his birthday. And what he did want, he got it for himself, which is, all fine and dandy and whatever. So he, we're going to keep our fingers crossed, because I almost forgot about the interview this morning. It was funny because I didn't even remember that today was his interview. I had no idea. And he comes out and he just, after he got dressed, and he says, asked me if he looked okay. And I was like, yeah, you look all right to me. So, the good thing about the job that that he went for the interview for is, it's at Sam's, and it pays more than what he's making now. And so we'll see. We're going to keep our fingers crossed. He's like, the only thing he's not thrilled about is that he's, because it pays more, my rent may go up. And, I told him, I said, well, we'll figure it out. So he's, you know, he's like, but we'll see. So anyway, so today, all the things that I have to do, and then, this afternoon, I will probably sit and stitch with him being gone, and with his dad, and do what I need to do around here today after I get done recording this. But so yeah, he's like, do I need to bag my stuff up for tomorrow? And I said, yeah. So when in between whatever time you have to go to your dad, and when you get back, I'm going to need you to do that, so that way it's it's all taken care of. And he was like, okay. So but yeah, so he's he said, I'm gonna go and listen to what my dad has to say. I was like, okay. So, and he doesn't like it when I talk about him, because that's why I'm recording this now. And it's, talking about him now, because he doesn't like it when I talk about him on my channels. I don't know why, but that's okay. So he and in the meantime, he's saving up to move out. He wants to move out again, or try to. And the first time, was a strikeout because of his friend. So he's going to try now. He said, I might just try to get a 1-bedroom and, see what happens, and, go from there. And I was like, okay, you do what you got to do. I mean, if you don't, I want you to save your money up, which he's been doing. He's got a savings account. So he's saving up. He's trying to do what he needs to do. And I said, you also need to, think about, rent, electric, so forth. And, if you're going to get internet, you got to make sure, you can afford that. And he just looks at me. He's like, why does it suck to be an adult? And I said, well, I don't know what to tell you, bud. And I told him, I said, and this morning I looked at him. I said, you can't tell me to take it back like you did, 3 years ago. It doesn't work that way. Because when he was 18, and I don't know, I think I've told this story before, but I'll tell you all again. When he was 18, the day he turned 18, he comes out to me and he looks at me and he's like, take it back. I was like, take what back? He says, take it back. Okay. He says, I don't want to be an adult. And I'm like, well, dude, I can't put you back in my belly. You're too big for that. And it doesn't work that way. And he just looks at me. He's like, this sucks. And I said, wait till you get older. And he's realizing now that being an adult is not as, yeah, he knows the pros and cons of it, and he just looks at me and like, I hate this. And he knows I hate it too. So it's it's been an interesting 3 years that he's been an adult. But he he's pretty much got, he's been decorating his own room. And I keep telling him, because he plays video games at night with friends, and they do, competitions or whatever. And I told him, I said, dude, you need to get you an area rug. I said, because when you're loud, I said, your voice carries. And I said, you've got to get the rug. And last night he came out and he's like, I wasn't even that loud. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, dude. Yes, you are. So I think he doesn't realize that he's that loud. And I have to laugh at him because, when he realizes that he is, and I say something to him, he looks at me with this look on his face going, sorry. And it is what it is. So I was going to buy a soundproofing thing, the panels, but I've been told they don't work as well. So, but I don't know. He hasn't really made any kind of suggestion on that. He tries, I'll put it that way. He does try to not be loud and keep me up at night, which doesn't always happen, but it is what it is. So yeah, but today is just mainly going to be, I've got to take my daughter's box spring out, and I forgot to write that down, but her boyfriend is here, so he's going to take that out for me this afternoon. And then we're gonna get everything straight, because her box spring is the problem. Excuse me. Goodness. Let's see, what color do I need next? 210. So we're gonna work on getting stuff done today, and then go from there. And I'm not going to do a whole lot today. I'm really not. I'm just, I don't know. I think I'm just tired. And, which is kind of, I didn't get very much sleep last night at all. Okay, where is my end of this? This is why I need to bobbinate, and I keep forgetting to bobbinate these, and I just leave it here after I record and don't do anything with it. And Jennifer. Okay. So, I'm not going to do a whole lot today, after I do what I need to do. And, I can't even tell. Okay. Just, Mondays I usually don't try to do a whole lot, because I feel like after the weekend I need one more day to myself, or just one more day to kind of get myself situated and motivated or whatever. And so yeah, that's usually what I do. And today I'm gonna sit and this afternoon and stitch and watch excuse me, watch Supernatural. Yes, I've already started watching it. I don't even remember why I started watching it. there was something, I can't remember what it was, but I was looking at something over the week. Oh, they, two of the people that starred in Supernatural have a podcast. So, and I found it, and I've been listening to it, and it's pretty cool. And so that kind of got me, on that little kick over the weekend. So I've started it. I'm on um, the first season, and I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like the first, like, 5, 6 episodes or whatever. So I went to where I went to the episode where they go home to Lawrence, Kansas, and that's where I've started it. And just because I just didn't like the northern episodes. I mean, it was kind of, they were cool, but yeah, after so long. So that's what I'm getting ready to sit down and watch it this afternoon. And then this weekend, I don't know how many of you know about the new, what is it? I guess mini series or whatever it's called. There were 10 episodes, and it was about Jeffrey Dahmer. And Niecy Nash was in it, and a couple other people. And I watched it. Let me tell you something. It was creepy. It was the creepiest thing I'd ever seen. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I just couldn't believe. Yeah, well, no, I can't. I can believe because I mean he wasn't all bright in his brain. I don't think. But I was just like, he did this in his apartment, and his neighbor, and this is what got me. The whole thing was his neighbor, who Niecy Nash played. She, she called the police. I don't know how many times, and they never did anything. And I was just kind of like, wow. And the guy was freaking creepy. I was just like, yeah, okay. And it was just, it was interesting also because, you know, the father blamed himself. Um, the mother really wasn't in the picture. The stepmother was. But the father really blamed himself. And I was just like, this dude, I don't know what his issue is. And it never really came out and told you what his issue was because it was just really, really interesting to kind of see from, I guess, most of it was from the neighbor's point of view because number one, she lived next door to him. Number two, you're watching this and yeah, it was really just, oh my gosh, it, it was weird. That's all I have to say. It was really weird, but it was good. I mean, it was interesting to see, and because I like true crime, so I was just kind of like, I never really understood what, he did and why he did what he did. And it still kind of, the whole thing still kind of answered the question. I mean, it answered it, but it didn't, if that makes any sense. And I was just like, okay, this makes no sense to me. And it was just really, really, really creepy. And little dude, he was out here because he was on the computer. And I told him, when it got really, really gross, I said, you need to leave. I said, this is nasty. This is disgusting. And you don't need to see this. And he looked at me. He's like, okay. And he's like, why? And I said, because this is based on a true story. You don't need to see, how gross and creepy this person was. I mean, granted, the guy wasn't gross himself, but, you know. And he did. He went and back there and um, watched, did his thing back there. And then, and then when it was over, because I kind of, I'm going to be honest, I skipped through some of the episodes because some of them were really, really, boring and gross. And um, I after it was over and done with, I I told him, I said, you can come out now. He's like, okay. So, and even though he says, Mom, I'm going on 13. I think I'm old enough to see some of this stuff. And I said, no, you're not old enough to see this because this is just nasty. And so, but yeah, other than that, I mean, it's been a quiet weekend. I I stitched yesterday or last night. I got 500 stitches in last night, and today or this afternoon I will sit down and stitch again. And I've decided I'm gonna keep stitching on Peacock Garden until the end of October, when I start the next project. And yeah, we'll go from there. So anything else going on today? Let me see. What am I'm thinking, because I want to make sure. No, there's nothing else going on today. It's going to be kind of busy with me, doing chores this morning. Then little dude has a class at 11, and I do need to record a video for tomorrow, because I'm going to start recording a day ahead, and I need to record that. Then then that's it. That's all I'm doing. So I think I'm going to end it here, and I hope everybody has a great weekend, or a great week, excuse me. And I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see everybody next time. Thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button or the subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.